Hi, Lisa. I listened to a podcast this week on food and time. But what I thought was really interesting, most people probably eat chocolate wrong. I feel like I'm in the norm for being so excited about eating chocolate that I eat in like 7 seconds. But there's a lot more that we're missing out on when we do that. So like in chocolate making, the key to making really good chocolate is the way you temper the chocolate, right? Meaning that the way you cool it or you heat it up and then cool it back down. And the reason why you do that is to get the perfect crystal structure from the cocoa butter. There's 6 different crystal structures, and the one you're shooting for is crystal form 5. So when you miss that and you get to crystal form 6, that's when you get kind of like that sort of like dusty looking, cracked, bloomed sort of chocolate. And that's what happens when you have chocolate that's sitting in your car and it gets too hot. Crystal form 5, that's when you have chocolate that has like a nice sheen, so a little bit of a shine to it. And then when you break it, has that real crisp, like, what's cool about that is it melts at like just around 95 degrees because it's melting as you eat it. It has that cooling sensation in your mouth. So all of the flavor molecules from the cocoa are trapped within these crystal structures of the cocoa butter. If you just eat a piece of chocolate and just put it in your mouth, chew it, and swallow it right away, a lot of those flavor molecules are still going to be trapped in the fat and won't be released until they melt in your stomach, which at that point you won't be able to sense them. I guess taste is the word, but they're aroma molecules, so you don't actually taste them, you smell them, but whole nother thing. So when I was originally planning this video, I was gonna do a little cut here where I ate some chocolate and I let it melt in my mouth. I was gonna like speed through it and like kind of like make it look funny or something. But I bought the chocolate and I couldn't really wait. Yeah, I ate it while I was waiting for the bus, and then I had one piece. I was like, oh, damn, that's good. So I had another piece, and I kept doing it. So I was sitting in the bus stop for like 10, 15 minutes just going. As I kind of got brought up, like I did get a lot more of those aromas and different flavors and stuff that you don't get when you just chew it. It's kind of more floral, a little bit more like coffee. So I was sucking on it, trying to get all those different aromas, and I was like, okay, well, I kind of want to compare it. So I started chewing on it again too, and I was like, wait, I really like this also. As I brought up, that crystal form 5 has a really satisfying texture and crisp. Bite down on it and you immediately hear, right? So you're hearing that crunch and that crisp, and it sounds great. And then on top of that, it's cooling in your mouth, so you get a cool kind of like weird cooling sensation that's similar to like gum or like menthol. So like the two combinations of just those touch sensations and like the mouthfeel of chewing on chocolate is incredible. Then when you suck on it, it gives you the aroma molecules, which is like totally different, and you don't get as much of the mouthfeel sensations. So I don't know, my recommendation would be eat chocolate both ways. But it kind of got me thinking about other foods in general too, and because I would imagine that if that's the case with chocolate, then why wouldn't that be the case with other foods? If you eat something and you chew that food more, do you release more of the flavor molecules? So I wonder then if there's variation from individual to individual on chewing time, because I kind of think there is, then is there also variation on the perception and overall liking of food in general? I just, in my normal habit of eating, chew food less than someone else. Will I not perceive that food the same as that person who chews a little bit more? And then maybe because of that, I don't like it as much because I don't get all of the flavor and taste that I could be getting from it. But I guess like less overall liking of food would also kind of cause you to chew less because you just want to swallow it. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. Anyway, the podcast is Gastropod by Cynthia Grabber and Nicola Tweely. Link below if you're interested in listening to it. As always, your OS, B.her.